An F-16 of number 9 Squadron of Pakistan Air Force went down in Islamabad with one of the best pilots PAF could offer, Officer Commanding Wing Commander Noman. Words cannot convey the pain and grief I had as it went down in front of my own eyes. Whenever a fighter jet goes down and a fighter pilot goes down with the miracle machine he had been in love with, it is a very sad moment indeed. I would let the experts of the Pakistan Air Force do the investigation, but as an aviation enthusiast, I had a few observations of my own from the videos I saw closely. Now, the F-16 display over here on 23rd of March starts with half turn with a corner speed and goes vertical with 3 rolls to perform the split S maneuver. Completing the split S maneuver and showing the maximum rate of turn afterwards with the 9G turn, which is normally called as. After that, it pulls up for a loop. It then performs the Cuban 8, positions next for the high alpha pass, and finishes it with the muscle climb. Finally, it maneuvers for a vertical roll. Now, what happened over here? When this F-16 started with a vertical climb, with the rolls, it somehow reasons for which the Air Force shall ascertain, came down with less altitude for the recovery of the jet for the completion of the maneuver. Although there was no apparent flame out evidence from the engine as they had kept roaring till the impact, there might have been a loss of power, an instantaneous loss only due to a bird ingestion, not as severe as a total flame out because there wasn't any total flame out, but that instantaneous loss of thrust might have deprived the F-16 those worthy feet, perhaps a couple of hundred of feet it required to pull up. Again, it is up to the PAF to determine what actually happened, but what I witnessed was a heroic effort on the part of the pilot who tried to recover the valuable and priceless asset of the nation. 3 seconds prior to impact, the experienced pilot must have known the trajectory was terrain hugging. The fate had been sealed as the jet could not turn the trajectory as he was beyond the point. As the plane was coming down, the only thing it could have done at the top of the turn was it could have just turned the other way around and would have escaped the impact. But there comes a time when the trajectory cannot be changed. So the trajectory took it directly to the terrain, and he was beyond the point of turning the jet level. Now, 3 seconds would have been enough for a safe ejection. Please search the YouTube for the ejection by Captain Chris Strickland of United States Air Force Thunderbirds in 2003 at the Mountain Home Air Force Base as he miscalculated his altitude, performing a split S, the same split S that we were talking about. It goes down like this, and then the only thing that it can do at the top of the turn is if it can correct its positioning, only then it can escape. Other than that, there is a problem. You just search for USAF Thunderbirds in 2003, and he miscalculated his altitude performing the split S maneuver. He ejected less than 1 second, which is 140 feet above the ground, thanks to the Martin Baker ejection seat in the F-16, and the same is installed over here in the F-16s that Pakistan has got. Now, Wing Commander Noman didn't initiate the ejection procedure as far as the video tells us, and the canopy remained attached. He was striving to pull the F-16 up mere feet from the ground to save his priceless asset of the PAF. All he needed was just a couple of feet. Some people say hundreds of feet. I would say even 50 feet would have done, because the new CCTV footage shows that as he was leveling off, his aircraft was about to go straight up, but then it hit the bottom, hit the exhaust. It just hit the ground, and then the plane's fate was what it meant. So as he tried to save the aircraft, we salute him. We salute that he didn't eject. He was thinking of the priceless F-16 that he was flying. So unfortunately, he couldn't save it. Just a couple of 100 feet would have done the magic. So we salute you, Wing Commander Noman. We love you so much for taking care of the asset of the PAF and keeping it as much dear to you as your own life, and you showed it. So we salute you. Pakistan salutes you. Pakistan salutes your family. And we are really proud that we have got pilots like you protecting our skies. We love you so much. Thank you so much.